The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Iowa State's offense will go to work first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestion from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB, elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
To the air. It's awesome. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Houston has it with a first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They just keep firing. Pressure coming, and the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're going to need to get something started. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Rides the back on the option to give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got a man. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Under fire. Got the back over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Quick completion on the out. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to throw, it's awesome. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Past the 30. There he goes to the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cyclones!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
14, Houston, 3.
Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Makes the catch along the sideline. Just picked up a few, but enough for a first down. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to throw, it's Woodhead. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. He's got him. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're facing a third down. Back to throw, it's awesome. Back open in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Luck.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they...
Turning it on! He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Cyclones will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring.
Touchdown, Iowa State! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. ULM was able to walk off the field there in Monroe with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fires to the big fella. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Cougars headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Going to look downfield again. Turns it loose deep. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt.
On to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Dropping back, it's awesome. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Cyclones come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Grabbed over the middle. It's locked. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give from the gun. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Cyclones really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going over the top, and that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Woodhead. Heaves it on the run. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Woodhead. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. Ran through the contact. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. He'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Caught.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. One more snap coming before halftime. The DBs will back off a bit. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, it's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
The Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Woodhead. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They make the stop, and this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. The Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, ready for the 1st down. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many 1st downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Number 13 set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Cyclones are facing 3rd and inches. Quick release by the QB. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Cyclones have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's awesome. Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and get the 6 points.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He has the 1st and still on his feet. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And first down for the offense.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. A strike downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Houston going up tempo.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Woodhead. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Using the quick game. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Just keep slinging it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Awesome. Makes the grab on the left. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got out of trouble and throws. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He'll set up to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Cyclones will punt this one away. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance. You run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Dropping back, it's Woodhead. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Tight end now in motion. The give to the tailback. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and... Oh, he's got some space! Touchdown, Cyclones! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. An impressive run from the back, gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Woodhead. Got his man downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
First down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires complete on the crosser. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Oh, better look out. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Iowa State.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. To the air. It's awesome. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He got it, and that lead grows even bigger. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Jones. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Jackson. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Riggs. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Good enough for 1st down.
To the air on first down. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Houston wants to play fast.
The offense with a big opportunity in the red zone.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing